A Pennsylvania state trooper was dumped by his girlfriend after dating for only a month, and he continued to stalk her to the point of killing her new boyfriend last week. 27-year-old William Hunter Snyder, who went by Hunter, had a history of stalking. He was arrested and charged with the shooting death of a man who was dating his ex-girlfriend, who, as I said, he had only dated for a month anyway. Listen to the story. It's wild. Hunter was reportedly arrested on January 22nd, which was a day after 44-year-old John Rabbits Jr. called 911 to report that he had been shot. When police got to his home in Sugarloaf Township, he was reportedly lying on the floor with his cell phone lying next to him. It was said he was bleeding from a GSW. Dispatchers were reportedly able to ask him who did this to him, who hurt him, and he responded by saying Hunter Snyder. He was taken to a local hospital, but unfortunately he was pronounced deceased there. He called 911 at 5:34 p.m. and during that call he said a man knocked on his door, his front door, then shot him and then ran away. Reportedly, the state trooper who is pictured here had dated John's current girlfriend back in October of 2024 for just a month. She broke up with him and reportedly he continued to go after her. It was said he sent her a ton of messages, like text messages and Snapchat messages, begging her to come back to him. The arrest affidavit included some of the messages that Hunter sent to the girl. You've got to listen to these. One said, "Nothing is ever going to stop me from pursuing you. How am I supposed to stay wonderful when every day without you drags me deeper into darkness?" In another message, he said, "I know you miss me. I know you still love me. You miss me. Your connection is stronger than anything I've ever felt. And I know you feel the same way." He said, "Selfishly and unselfishly, I'm the best thing for you. And I would do everything to prove that. We never had a single issue. You are my one person. I'm crazy, I know, but you are honestly my soulmate. We honestly belong together." And then the woman responded saying, "Hunter, I can't." He then responded back by saying, "Why can't you? You can do anything. You know it in your heart. You know I'm your person. I'm your human. We are meant for so much more. I know it and you know it. You said you've been questioning why you ran away and you know it was because it was a mistake." Then in another text message, the woman responded to him and said, "Hunter, you need to stop this." She told him, "We can be friends and only friends." Then he said, "Why though, if you still love me and miss me?" And she responded back by saying, "Because she said so." Reportedly, the pursuit of this woman continued until January 17th. It was on that day that he was caught on surveillance video at her home, and she installed video cameras because he had been stalking her. That day he dropped off a package and it was said it was a coffee press. It was said this was not the first time he had dropped off an unwanted gift at an ex-girlfriend's home. In 2023 he lost his job as a state trooper. That was after he left another package at another one of his ex-girlfriend's home, and it was said that was a typed up letter and 4 books about relationships. Y'all, this dude is crazy. You hear me? It was said he also harassed her after a breakup as well. He sent her messages through text and phone calls. He created social media accounts more than 100 times. And this was after she asked him to stop contacting her. Now, this was back in 2023, the other woman. In June of 2023, he was charged with stalking and harassment. And as I said, he was fired from being a Pennsylvania state trooper. He reportedly served 360 days in probation and paid $1,100, a little over $1,100 in costs and fees. So after John was killed and after police found out about Hunter's prior history and arrest, they were able to track his phone and his car to John's home. Hunter also went to a coworker's home after the shooting at around 6:30 p.m. The coworker told authorities that Hunter seemed nervous and he took off his shoes because they were wet. Police then found a set of footprints at John's home at the scene of the shooting out in the snow. He was eventually arrested on January 22nd and charged with criminal homicide. He was arraigned on January 23rd and ordered to be held without bail at Lucerne County Jail. And now a preliminary hearing is scheduled for March 7th. Now, y'all, he should have known being in law enforcement before he was going to get caught, but I don't think he cared. Persistent people like this who stalk and harass are super dangerous, and they will do things like this. He definitely needs to get help and spend the rest of his life behind bars. My prayers go out to all of John's loved ones. For more true crime, be sure to hit the follow button, and if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe.